Hey everyone, it's Jason, and are you planning a cruise on the Celebrity Reflection? Well, these are 5 things that I would not miss, and 2 things that I personally would avoid. So the first thing that I would not miss is if you're on the fence about booking an Aqua Spa cabin, this might be the ship to do it. We love the blue on this ship. The service was so outstanding. And we love going there for breakfast. So if you do get an Aqua Spa cabin, make sure not to miss breakfast there. It is a little limited. It's usually like 7:30 to 9, and I believe 8 to 9:30 on sea days. But what's really nice about this, everything's cooked to order. Also, there may be like 40 or 50 people in there, and you have the full service staff. So you talk about service galore. It's amazing in the mornings, and usually you're sitting right there watching the water. Love that for breakfast. And the other part about this is the spa. Now, they made the Reflection bigger than other Solstice class ships. They actually added a deck. Well, when they did that, they made the spa bigger. And it is huge. And one of the other things that we love about this spa is it has an ice room. None of the other celebrity cruise ships that we've been on has an ice room, including the Edge class ships. I personally enjoy this spa over the Edge class ships. It's really a nice thing to do. And if you're thinking about booking that Aqua Spa cabin, I would do it on this ship. So the second thing that I wouldn't miss is the Solarium. We really like the Solarium on this ship. Now, what we found is it's a more quieter area typically. You don't see as many people in there, and they really do a great job of temperature control. So when it's hot outside, it's much cooler in those solariums. We've seen some of the other celebrity ships, some of the Edge class ones, that really don't do as good of a job as this ship, and we really enjoyed that. The other thing too is in the evenings, it's a great place to go, get in the hot tubs. There's hardly anybody in there. You also can take a nice swim. They usually keep that pool open a little later. So it is a can't miss item or place on the Celebrity Reflection for us, and I highly recommend you check it out. So the third thing, don't miss out interacting with the crew. Now, I think it's fun to do this on all cruise ships, but I love that Celebrity and Cruises encourages their passengers and crew members to interact with one another. So when we got into our cabin, they actually had a program playing, and it was all the senior officers being interviewed and telling their life story, how they started with Celebrity. And the hotel director's story stuck with me. His name was Clint. So we're walking back to the Blue to check it out, and I see Clint, and I'm like, hey, Clint, just saw your story, loved it. Turns around, starts talking to us, wants to know where we're from, and then he stops and looks at me and goes, were you on the Equinox, probably 2016, 2017? Because I remember you. Talk about taking you back a little bit. Remembered me from 7 years ago. It was absolutely when we sailed on the Equinox. So that was a story that I don't think I'll ever forget. And it's one of the reasons also why I recommend trying an Aqua Spa cabin, because the service was amazing in the Blue. Don't miss out interacting with the crew. Yes, they're amazing on all cruise ships, but it feels that that Celebrity takes it up a notch. So the first thing that I would avoid, and this is if you're in the pre-planning stages of booking the Celebrity Reflection, if you have kids, this might not be the right cruise ship for you. Yes, it does have a basketball court. Yes, it has a kids club. But if your kids are into things and they're always on the go and they want to be active, there is no flow riders. There is no zip lines. There's nothing like that to keep them occupied. They may get a little bored. In fact, I saw a few kids and they looked very bored on the cruise ship. They were basically sitting on the stairways in the halls, just kind of playing on their phones. Just think about that before you book the Celebrity Reflection. So the fourth thing that I wouldn't miss, and we absolutely love this about these ships, is the lawn club. It's a half an acre of lawn on the top of the cruise ship. Now, there's so many things that they have, activities and stuff like that. They have yoga in the morning, so if you're into that, they're going to have it at the lawn club. They also have a golf tournament or putting tournament with the officers. A lot of people got into that. They have movies under the stars. You can just lay out on the lawn and watch some movies. Really cool thing there. or you can just lay out in the evening or night and watch the stars. I think it's a great place. We love it, and it's something you got to check out. So the second place that you're going to want to avoid, and this is going to depend on your smoking preference. If you're a non-smoker and you're not really good with cigarette smoke, you're probably not going to want to go to the Sunset Bar area. It is gorgeous, it is beautiful there, but there is people smoking there constantly because there's not many places to smoke on the ship, and they do not allow smoking inside. Now, if you're a smoker, you're going to absolutely love this area. It's gorgeous, beautiful wake views, and you will 100% enjoy it. So before I get to the fifth thing that you can't miss, I would ask that you please like this video, as it does help the channel grow. Also, consider subscribing, as we're on the path to 100,000 subscribers before we go on our Alaskan cruise at the end of August. If you could help me out with that, I would greatly appreciate it. Thanks so much. So the fifth thing that I wouldn't miss is the entertainment, especially in the main theater. It's so nice that they have a show early and late almost every single night. So you don't have to do a lot of pre-planning. You don't have to go on Tuesday. What time are we going to the show? It's first come, first serve. I think on our cruise it was at 7 and 9 o'clock. So depending on when you want to eat, you go to the show either before or after. It makes it really nice. The other thing that I would not miss about the entertainment side is do not miss silent disco. It's so funny. Sky Lounge, I think that's deck 14 forward. That is such a cool spot for silent disco. You have to check it out at least and laugh at people. And people are laughing at themselves. It's great. And I'm going to include this in the entertainment is they do don't miss this, is a pool volleyball. And it's the passengers versus the officers. Now the officer says they've never lost, but I've seen them lose, so who knows. But don't miss that. That can be a really fun thing. So my bonus tip, and this one's from Lori because I'm not a coffee drinker, but she's very picky about her coffee. Don't miss Cafe El Bacho on deck 5, midship on the starboard side. She says it's excellent. She also really likes that they have cookies and pastries there pretty much from morning until the evening. Now, her and I like to go there in the evening, wind down, and have some chamomile tea. It's just a gorgeous setting. You can see the ocean from there, and it's a really cool spot on the Reflection. I hope you guys have an amazing time on your Reflection cruise. I appreciate you watching. Thank you so much for the support, and until I talk to you next week, happy cruising.